Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to the Grand Cross video, and today we're finally going to take on the actual reverse stages. Now I did just finish this around last week, took about 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half to actually try and finish it after starting, and the time for right now to complete it is perfect because we do actually have Derieri coming to the part 2 summon pretty soon, and yeah, so when she does leave in about a week and 2 days now, she will be added into the part 2 draw, which is this one here. You can see I have 10 tickets. I've been waiting for Derieri to come so I can actually do my summons, so stay tuned for that. It will probably be after the Lost Vein banner comes out, because they're going to get added into the part the same day. We got a pretty big summoning coming pretty soon for the free tickets, so that's quite exciting. And we might actually get some free tickets as well for the Lost Vein banner, so I'll definitely be throwing them in too. But yeah, so we're going over the actual reverse stages. Like I said, it's a perfect time to do it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe Japan does have Season 2. You can see at the bottom it says Season 1, and also got like a little point, which I think in the future you'll be able to just like swipe across the screen, and you will go to the Season 2 one, where you'll have even more challenges, and expect them to be a lot harder. So what we're going to be doing today is going through all of the stages, talking about like how to defeat them and what team I did use, and we're going to go in like clockwise, right? So we start here, go all the way around, and end up in Leona's castle. And one thing I think was quite good about this guide, I'm not sure about other ones, I kind of did the bare minimum. I like, you know, if I struggled to do it, I upgraded my character once, tried again, and if I passed it, I left it there, right? I didn't make sure to over level characters. I made sure I could do it, and to be fair, it took quite a while because a few of them, and if you are exactly copying my exact strat, it will take a few tries because it's kind of based on RNG. And you know, if you are struggling, just upgrade it one more time, because I didn't get everyone to max AE. A few people got AE because you're gonna have to do it, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. And before we do start, there is even though we all had the same team essentially, there is quite a big difference in what you can do, because you do actually have food we can bring, and also your combat class. So you can see here, if you have level 70, level 65, or 6-star, associations make a big deal, and you kind of want to make sure you have everyone 10 out of 10. You can see at the bottom here, so like all getting a 10% boost if you are going to use someone. Majority of the time, I literally just used Eren, because both of them are literally 6-6, so I pretty much got like the max stats. I bought all the cosmetics, so pretty much if you have 2 good people, 3 even, it's pretty good just to use them if they don't actually give a main attack stat. Like this guy does crit damage. Sometimes you might not want crit damage, and you want to put on some actual good stats, and you can see like right here, watch, this is 4.1. if I put Eren on, it's 4.2. So it's sometimes better to bring someone who's not actually a part of the association. And with that, we have another big thing, which is account combat class, which actually does affect your CC quite a bit. I kind of started around 1.2 mil and eventually leveling up everyone to try and do all these challenges. I did get up to around 1.7, so you can see I have 5%. It's quite a massive difference, to be honest with you. But if you are struggling or you don't have enough, just upgrade them one more time to like level 75 or level 80 if you are like, you know, if you still can't upgrade some, because I didn't upgrade all my characters to max up pretty much to start, right? So you get what I'm saying. And the next one actually is food. So majority of the time I brought actual attack food, which makes a big difference in this. So if I think you had the player info, it's this title here, which is blacksmith. If you see here, so when I actually eat food, I actually do get 2% extra attack when eating attack food. You can see oh, you can actually get more of those. Okay, so you can see these challenges here, which is actually help out quite a lot. I've not actually tried this. I actually didn't know you could do this. But I didn't know there was a 4% one. But yeah, pretty much you want to be doing this, right? Try and get the actual, like this one here probably might be the best one. Actual CC food, which you'll be using quite a bit, because once again, we are just trying to hit the mark. We're not trying to go over the mark. And 2% actually does that quite a bit, because 12% compared to 2 is quite a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much the intro, right? Just bear in mind when you're going through this, you might not actually take into account the combat class and also the food you are bringing and title effect on top of that. So yeah, let's actually get into it. Okay, so firstly, there is a timeline, so you can see the progression of the whole stages. For this one, obviously, we brought Gallius Saruman, the only 2 people you can bring. We did obviously use 2 Erens because they are the highest CC I can provide, and it does get me over the mark with the actual attack food. Okay, so this one's quite straightforward. Ruin actually does decrease attack, so essentially you just want to keep running and repeating it. And this would be a lot easier. I'm sure most of you probably have these guys 6-6. Obviously, I did spend all my coins. And the way the coin flip system works, once you spend 1 coin, it kind of goes for every single character. And I kind of used all my coins, and that's kind of a mistake, right? Because you use these guys later on, which definitely kind of hurts the chance a bit, because when you're using ults for these guys, it's quite hard, because literally 1-6 and 2-6 for both of them is quite bad. So pretty much, yeah, just it took an extra ult or 2 to actually kill him. But yeah, just keep going back and forth and getting it with ults. Okay, so for this one, quite straightforward again, but once it, literally like I said last time, Ruin and Judah, I think it's Jude, they aren't both 6'6". We have Frasier, is that her name? The little poison girl. She is 6'6" because she is a rare, or it's an SR, so I saved her coins, don't worry. But yeah, once again, kind of rush ult. It's, this one's a little bit more difficult, but with attack food and our little strat we usually do, I guess it's kind of alright. Okay, so in the actual stage, nothing too crazy apart from the fact that we can stun here. They don't really remove buffs, so it's good to poison them, try and get as much damage as you can. I'd recommend killing Elizabeth first. She is quite the most important one. And then build up your actual ult with Ruin, and then ult Medios before he gets his ult. Pretty much the first person to get an ult, you kind of want to ult rush them. And the stun helps out quite a bit because it does, you know, stall a bit. Jude is pretty good as well. He does remove stances and also disabled attacks. So if you see someone who's got quite a lot of attacks, definitely do go towards those. And Frasier, again, I think that's his name, does actually increase damage taken. So once again, it's pretty good if you haven't gotten 6'6". Otherwise, yeah, pretty much just keep ulting until they pretty much die. Okay, so the next one, quite a lot of CC needed here. You need 95k, so all of them have to be quite leveled up quite a bit. We are bringing Jericho here, so that's quite good since she is a 6 character for us. And we can use associations, which for a combined attack adds an extra 1k. You can see here, we are going to have to bring CC food, which is the last one I had. But you can see even still, we don't have enough, so we actually have to switch out some units and put in our Eren and Eren again to make up the 95k CC. Okay, so this one is not too hard once again. Medios does die pretty quick, but he does remove his actual debuffs each turn and heals up, so you got to be kind of careful. I did actually kind of make some mistakes when doing this, but with Jericho's crit damage as well, it can kill him pretty easy since he's a blue. And then once again, Jericho just kills Bon straight away, so that's pretty easy. And then afterwards, Diane, you kind of can just literally attack, disable her, and stop her from attacking until pretty much she's dead. Okay, so next on the list we have Vanya, and once again you can't really change anyone here, you have to use these two guys, and we are going to bring Jericho and Medios that both buff up attack, so we're going to do much damage as you can, because Elizabeth does get quite tanky with her passive that heals each time, and with Twigo's AoE attack, she just ends up hitting it all back anyway, so yeah. Okay, so one thing to notice is you can't target Medios first, which I guess is a good thing because you want to kill her as fast as you can. Aloni does actually reflect damage and decreases the damage taken, which is pretty good because literally Elizabeth would target him all the way until he's dead, so it's pretty good to do that. Twigo does an AoE attack for its ultimate, which is pretty strong, so it kind of almost kill both of them, especially since he is 6'6" as well. And then with Aloni's actual attack, is pretty good. Also, Medios will obviously target Twigo, so if you're seeing him about to be weak, definitely taunt with Aloni, and then that'll pretty much stop him from dying, and you can kind of vice versa between both of the people. Okay, so next on the list, which is probably the first mission where you can quite go a different route, you can change both Grimoire and Gilthunder, but for this quest and for all the quests actually, we're only going to use these two, Gilthunders and Grimoire, so it's not bad to actually upgrade them. I have level 65 and level 80, both 6'6", with good association, so definitely for future missions, only upgrade these guys. Okay, so in this stage, it's quite simple. Basically, Gilthunder does buff up attack, and then Grimoire does put up a shield based on the attack, so them two do work quite well together. Once again, these two, Gilthunders and Grimoires, you will be using in the future, so definitely do upgrade these guys. And pretty much just rush ult. The annoying thing here, obviously, both of them, when attacking, do remove ultimate gauges, and pretty much Medios is the only real threat, so bringing Gilthunder, pretty much rushing his ult is kind of the best thing here. We kind of almost die here, but once again, just keep putting up shields, and the actual just buffing and constantly killing them, it's going to work out quite well, right? So yeah, just bring these two. Okay, so next stage is quite simple again. It's kind of like the harder version of the first quest. This time we are going to bring Gilthunder, which you could actually bring the red one here, but once again, we are sticking with only the green one because he's the only one upgraded. And it's kind of the same thing again, just pretty much taunt with Aloni and kind of just rush ult with everyone else. Okay, so going in the match, the only thing here is all of them will remove actual debuffs, so you can't really debuff. Not that I don't think anyone can debuff, I think a certain Gilthunder can, but they will target Aloni fast, so you pretty much want to kill Elizabeth fast as you can, otherwise she's going to end up killing all the guys, or killing Aloni, which is what you don't want, right? And as soon as Elizabeth is out, you can see here, they don't really target him, because they don't target, like, what? Gilthunder and also Twiggo, so you can see pretty much just keep on ulting. You could target Aloni, but pretty much don't be taunting, and you can see the actual skills we got were pretty lucky, and we end up just killing them all. Okay, moving on to Post Town Tala now. This one is quite easy because it is literally just a lane. All you have to do is level up one character. And 22k CC is quite easy. Just level 65 6-star with some food will pretty much be all you need to do this one. Okay, so this one is, firstly we got bad RNG, but the good thing about Elaine, she actually does decrease skill rank, so you can kind of keep him from pretty much ever ulting, right? Because you can keep on removing ultimate gauges and keep on deranking, and you can remove buffers ultimate as well, so that's kind of good. I think she does stun, but he does remove debuffs, and the annoying thing as well is he does come back to life the first time you do kill him, but once again, with Elaine's cards, it's so easy to finish this, because he's never going to ult, you're going to constantly keep on healing with the regeneration rate, and yeah, pretty much I guess you could get bad RNG, but I think it's almost impossible because he should never ult you, right? So you should never die. Okay, so this one, I'd say probably the first hard one. Even with level 80 Gila and level 75 Harmers, it was quite hard. Now, you can notice here, I did not bring anyone for the association because whoever's got the lowest HP or defense will be attacked first, constantly by Mediodas. So you want to make sure it's Harmers being the one attacked here and not Gila. Otherwise, you're going to be screwed because you're going to constantly remove ultimate gauges. Plus, we are going to bring ult food. Okay, so like I said, this is probably the hardest quest in, well, I guess from the start of it. Basically, Hermes does actually heal quite a bit from Gila's heals, so definitely try and save those. Hermes also disables debuff skills, so whenever you see Diane using that minus defense related stats, definitely do try and save them cards for her. And try and ult as much as you can with Gila, because she will not be attacked, and just keep on healing. So it's kind of good RNG you have to get. Plus, Mediodas is quite hard to kill, and with the AoE, you can kind of waddle down Diane, because you can't target her because she is a ghost. So pretty much, yeah, just keep attacking with ignites and try and get as much ult as you can off. Okay, so next we are going to replace blue Gila with the red Gila, mainly because there is actual red and blue in the stage, so sorry, green and blue, so you do need a red and green to counter the colors. Red Gila as well, obviously an SSR, so you are able to bring a combined attack that will actually increase your stats quite a bit, or your CC, and you do need 50k for this one, so for me at least, I did have to bring some CC food to get over the mark. Okay, so quite important to realize here, King can be frozen, but he does remove debuffs, so you won't freeze him to the next stage. Barn cannot be frozen at all, so if you will get a good freeze, you could actually do a gold freeze or even a silver freeze onto the King to do some more damage to some ultimates. But the thing is, Barn does buff himself up, but Gila can remove the buffs, so definitely worth doing that, otherwise you'd be kind of screwed. And honestly, Gustav does do quite a lot of damage to the Barn, so pretty much kill him as fast as you can, and then you can kind of just do a tier freeze onto the King, which does tons of more damage. Okay, so now moving on to Ordan Village. This is by far the easier quest out of the two, mainly because you can bring SR Slayer that does disable debuff skills, and it also Weinhardt does disable attack skills. So if you get some good RNG, they essentially can never attack you. You have to get over quite a lot of CC here, so you do have to have quite a few of them leveled up. You can see 85k CC is quite a lot. Okay, so in this quest, Barn is the main one who does do debuff skills, so you want to make sure you always debuff him with Slater. And the thing here, all of them do have the actual passive that decreases ultimate damage taken, and also if they do survive the ultimate, they will heal quite a lot of it back. So you want to make sure when you're using ultimates, it's killing them, right? Otherwise, they're going to heal quite a lot of it back. And pretty much, to be fair, with the cards you have here, you can just keep on attack disabling as well and stance disabling. So pretty much you can kind of kill him without even using ults. But I believe Simon's the one who does an AoE one, and since two of them are green, you can kind of just almost one-shot them as well if they are 6/6. But yeah, this one's really easy. Ults should kill them anyway because they're not that hard to kill. Okay, so now this is the harder quest. So for our levels, we do have 65, 65, level 60. So you can see there is quite a lot of room for improvement here if you are struggling just a little bit. But for me, the levels is fine because we do get over the CC mark. But the thing is, you have to get some good RNG with Reinhardt. Otherwise, you're going to be an absolute L if you don't get any attack disables. Because the Barn does remove ultimates. So yeah, like I said, this one is quite a little bit more difficult because Barn obviously does tons of damage and also does do he does extort you, so you can't stop that from happening. But the thing is, they do it. You can attack disable all of them, so that's probably the best thing you have to get here. Now, I did get in this run. It took a few tries, but it did happen. Got quite a lot of good RNG here because if you keep the attack disabling and they're never going to attack you, you can pretty much never get your ultimate removed, which is just helpful a lot when you're getting Simon's ult because he's 6/6. But yeah, as long as you keep getting Weinhardt's attack disable, you can pretty much almost kill it. Plus, Hugo is there to do some rupture damage, so if Barn's still alive, you will do a little bit extra damage since he does do rupture damage. Okay, so next we are moving on to Vaizel now, the second largest quest, or I guess a group of stages for this one. Once again, we are going to be using the green one, which I said always upgrade the red one. Howitzer as well, we don't use any other houses apart from the red one. Mine's only level 60, so you could actually upgrade him more, which it help quite a little bit for this event, because there is a blue Barn who will constantly attack him. And we are bringing Kane, which is once again going to do more damage towards the blue Barn to pretty much kill him. And also bring attack food. Okay, so once again, Barn, if you keep putting shield up, that's always a good thing. But Barn will always target the houses. You want to make sure he dies first. So keep stacking ignites and keep trying to rush with Grima and also Kane. Kane, mine's only level 80, no, level 60. But King doesn't do too much damage against him. Kane only gets attacked by King. So once again, just constantly attack the Barn. Otherwise, you're going to take a massive L here. And Howitzer, he's kind of just there to be a tank essentially. So if you want to actually upgrade another Howitzer, I think the stance one is probably a better one. But still, just always use a red one since it's probably just a little bit easier. And you can see here, once you get the ults, you can kind of just pop off and kill them all. Okay, so next we are going to be using or versing a blue king. So obviously we're going to go Jericho. Once again as well, we had used blue Gila before, so she should be decent leveled up. And it's kind of a shame that we are with Gila here because we can't get the combined attack off on Jericho. But what we did as well, just to make it a little bit easier, we did bring some crit damage food here, because pretty much all you have to do is hit a crit and you pretty much kill them. Okay, yeah, so it took me a few tries to do this one, even though it's so easy with the characters, but it's essentially just building up Jericho's crit damage. As soon as you get an ult off, you've kind of won. He can obviously debuff you here and freeze you, but with Gila's actual remove debuff skills, it's always a bit easy. It took me, like I said, a few tries to get it off. You can long out a little bit more to actually try and get as much crit chance as you can with Jericho's passive, but as soon as you kind of had enough, you can just literally ult with Jericho to get the crit. Okay, so now in this one, we are thus in a single target or a single Diane. So you can get kind of effed on RNG here because they can rush ult, which believe me does happen a lot in single boss stages. But yeah, pretty much House and Harmers with ults can pretty much do the job to kill him here. A little bit RNG, but it's kind of fine. Okay, so yeah, well, you can see at the start here, this is the perfect RNG you can get, where she only fills up her ultimate gauge by 1. You can see she always uses 3 cards. You're going to make sure she always has, well, she's not going to get ult in turn 2, right? Otherwise, you're kind of dead here. And yeah, just pretty much rush ult as fast as you can. I guess the best thing you can do is probably get both of their ults, because he does lower defense, and then also Hauser does a little bit more damage. My Hauser is 6-6 here, so even still, I think the fact he's a low level, that kind of ruins him just a little bit. But pretty much, you want to make sure she doesn't ult in turn 2, and you want to make sure she ult in turn 3, so you can rush the ult and pretty much kill him. Okay, so now this one is difficult. So I did manage to complete it with green Jericho rather than the red one, and that was complete RNG. I couldn't actually replicate it, so for the sake of the video, we are going to get a level 70 Jericho just for the sake of it. But you kind of want to bring a full mono red team here to kill the barn, because the barn does so much damage, so much extort, and then he also revives himself as well. So you're going to make sure you have enough CC, and we did bring defense here to survive. So like I said, Grimo is obviously an MVP in these stages, because he can put up shield and lower the attack. And once again, I said last stage too, since it is a single target character, they can get quite a good RNG and get the ultimate into turn 2. So we want to make sure he doesn't get his ult in turn 2 and get his ult in turn 3. So just keep restarting if you see that. And you can see he was so close to dying here, but with the shield, and since we did lower the attack with Grimoire's ult, we are able to survive quite a bit. And for some reason, he does target Gila every now and again. I think just before he ults, he does do that. But still, with enough trial and error, and you kind of got to get really lucky with the shields here. I would recommend trying to level up your character again, because this took too many tries to actually try and pull off. So maybe just level up Jericho at one more time to 75 or even level 80 to try and finish the stage. Okay, so next we are going to be changing our Gila over to the red one, and then we're also going to be changing Jericho over to the green one as well to try and do as much damage as we can to the Diane. And then Hauser as well, no Hauser, what's his name? Hellbrim, we are bring the red one, because you can petrify some of them, not every single one, but 2 of them are the only ones who can't be petrified. But it's definitely still, the fact we can move the ultimate gauges is going to help out quite a lot at this event. And then for the food as well, we are going to bring attack food to try and kill him as fast as we can, because Diane will actually stop us from getting ultimates. Okay, yeah, so Diane's passive is to actually stop us from ulting, so you want to try and kill her as fast as you can. Bear in mind when she does die, Barn does come in, and Elizabeth will always attack the Jericho, so if you can purify or petrify her, definitely do it. The only 2 people who can't be petrified, I believe, is Barn. No, it was Diane and Mediotis, so it wouldn't work in them two, but definitely try and save your petrifies for the Elizabeth, otherwise you are going to die. And with some good RNG, you will somehow keep Jericho alive. If you want to, you could probably bring the red one. The red one might be a little bit better since there are no blues, I believe. So, but still, I think it might be a bit hard to kill Diane. But yeah, just keep ulting and don't save Medios for last. Okay, so next one we are going to versus a Blue King, and I have a pretty good strat for this. So the main 2 people here is Grimo, so once again have level 80, and then also Guild Thunder, and mine's level 65, so we're somewhat alright. But the one thing you want to make sure is you have the highest attack you possibly can on the Grimo, otherwise this strat won't work, and then plus bring some attack food. So the strat here is Grimo actually does boost up his, will give a shield based on his attack. So you want to make sure you have attack as high as possible. So we are going to bring green Guild Thunder to try and boost up attack too. And then this first turn, use 2 of his skills. The second turn, we're going to move some cards around. And it's kind of RNG if you get his card or not. But the second turn, you know, just move his card twice, get his ultimate. And then you'll see when the king does ult, we do survive with a shield. So we're not going to have any ultimate removed. You can pretty much just one-shot with Guild Thunder's ultimate. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, next one, you kind of love to see it, is a single target or one single unit, which is always good for these character stages. And Vivian, pretty good solid unit. Just pretty much get the CC enough to actually start first. And you're pretty much golden there, because she can actually disable ultimates. And yeah, you can pretty much bring whatever you want for this one, as long as you just survive. So yeah, like I said, it's very easy. None of them are really too hard to kill. You are versing a green Lady Eldest, so it's going to be so easy to kill him. And yeah, just pretty much stop him from ulting. She does obviously ignites, so that's going to do tons of damage. And pretty much if you ever seen Medios does counter, just use the ult and it'll kill him. For my case, literally you can probably kill him in turn 2. And in Guild Thunder does do attack disables and remove cards, but still the fact you're a single target was one person, you're never really going to get screwed. I can see you getting screwed if you don't get any attack disables, or sorry, ultimate disables, but that's like really bad RNG, and I don't think that will ever happen. Okay, so this one's quite difficult. Firstly, passive for Death Pierce is pretty good. So we are going to bring crit damage on the association for Diego, whoever his name is. And then you can see even for, the fact we have some decent leveled up units, we still need to bring CC food because he does have quite a CC limit. So this is the most important one. So you can see in the video, if you debuff him, he will heal back. So you want to make sure you don't use any debuff skills. So I think the strat is for you to use 2 Death Pierce cards and then use one Diego card. And if you can, get lucky enough to actually get an upgrade here, so you can actually rush ult in turn 2, and you pretty much see it. We got lucky and got the good card. Even if he does counter, it doesn't kill the red guy. And then you can see here when we do actually, or it will. You can see after he got some good RNG here and got almost a kill, but we pretty much have to kill in turn 3. Otherwise, you're not going to win. And yep, so we do that. Didn't hit a crit. Probably would have killed if we hit a crit. And then, yeah, that's honestly, guys, this one's really hard. So pretty much the strat here is just to pretty much nuke and try and do as much damage you can on turn 3. Okay, so for this one, it's you're supposed to bring mono red here, but like I said, we're trying to minimize the actual spending here, so we're going to keep on bringing the green Guild Thunder because it does work, and we are going to switch over the green Dreyfus to the red one, which will help out quite a lot because he does lower attack, and then also we're going to bring some HP food to try and survive 2 turns with Diane because she does so much damage. Okay, so this is the stage that's quite difficult. You gotta get some good RNG. So always use Guild Thunder and then 2 Dreyfus cards because he will lower the attack for turn 1. And there's only just 1 turn. And then second turn, you gotta get some good RNG and get a tier 2 or even a tier 1 decreased attack. And you pretty much want to get Dreyfus ult for turn 3. So you can see we moved some cards over, did that. And then we got his ult and we also lowered the attack. So when she does ult, it won't do too much damage. Yeah, you can see it barely does any damage, but even still, she does do 2 more attacks afterwards. And depending on what color or what grade the card is, it can almost kill us. And yeah, this pretty much lower attack again, do as much damage as you can. And Dreyfus will pretty much almost one-shot, will do about 50% HP. Okay, so for this stage, once again, we are going to switch over Jericho to the green one because it's just easier for all of us to use green Jericho. You could use the other Guild Thunders once again. Like I said, we are only trying to minimize the characters we use here, so we're only going to use the green one because it works. Level 65 Guild Thunder works everything right, and getting the CC limit is quite easy since there's so many high CC units here. And then we're going to also bring attack food to try and make it easier for us. Okay, so for this stage, just pretty much target Diane first. I think Diane can be a problem. The main thing to take away from this stage is all of them can be petrified. So if you do get some good RNG with the Hellbrim, you're kind of good there. Also, he can remove ultimate gauges. So once again, just super easy to kill them all. And also as well, Diane and Hauser also remove ultimate gauges. So you want to make sure if you can freeze either 2 of them, always do the Hauser. Otherwise, they're pretty much going to keep on removing ultimate gauges. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, Hellbrim is kind of just an OP character to use here. Mine is 7%, so he's like 236. So even still, if you have a high Hellbrim, you should be alright. But definitely should have him up to a high level by now. Okay, so in the video I made it really short, but pretty much this is the team. Bring attack food. We'll always bring the green Gil Thunder as well, and we'll also bring the green Dreyfus along with red Hellbrim. Okay, so this one is straightforward once again. Just target the Diane first because she is stopping us from attacking. Also, the Dreyfus does disable debuff skills with his actual like tier 2 freeze thing, a little AoE attack, so it could do pretty well in doing that. And then once again, none of these guys can be petrified, so it's kind of scary, but since we are bringing 2 green characters, killing them is quite easy. But in this video I kind of choked a bit. I kept the Diana alive for so long when she should have died, but yeah, Hellbrim just kind of cleaned up, and just doing single target damage into all of them, it's so easy. And yet once again, none of them should ever ult, but I guess you can kind of get screwed by the go for attack disable. Okay, so this one really straightforward. Bring the red, and make sure you bring the red Hellbrim, otherwise you're not going to do this one. And then also bring the, well, I guess you can only really bring one Gustav. But yeah, this is the team. Obviously, you're going to max attack if you can with the errands, and also bring up attack food as well to try and kill as much as we can. Okay, so 2 things to notice here. You cannot freeze or debuff the Hauser, otherwise he's gonna actually just remove it. And then the King is immune to freeze, and then also the Gila is immune to petrify. So make sure when you're doing the freeze and the petrifying, you do it the right order, otherwise it would not work. And then if you want to, I guess the Hauser can be frozen, he just will remove it at the next turn. So if you do have like a tier 3 freeze, something like that, you can actually just boost up your damage from your ultimates. And yeah, pretty much straightforward. If you ever get a petrify, use it. If you get a freeze, use it. And also just keep removing ults and do that. Okay, this one's straightforward again. Vivian once again stopping ults, doing ignites. Always bringing the green Gil Thunder to boost up attack. And then also Hendrickson as well. Make sure you level them up because you're going to need them to a higher level next stage. Okay, this stage is quite simple. Just the only, I guess, the thing to look out for is every time you attack Meteos, he does increase his ultimate gauge. So I'd recommend rushing the ult on the Merlin first, because you can obviously remove ultimate gauges. And then once she's dead, you probably have an ult for someone. Use that ult onto Meteotis, and then all you have left is Arthur, which Arthur did target the green Gil Thunder, so be careful when, I guess, keeping the guy alive. And then yeah, pretty much just ult with either other person to keep the guy alive. And if he's got an ultimate, you can disable it. So yeah, it's quite simple. Just keep on ulting. Okay, so the final stage now. Now, the annoying thing is, you are bringing the blue Hendrickson because you do need a strong blue. And the Hendrickson, he's not 6'6", he's 1'6", which means that his ultimate does almost no damage. But he does have some life still, so he is able to stay alive for quite a bit. We are bringing both errands because they are my highest 2 attack units, which we do need to get over the 50k mark. And because of this, we are going to bring some attack food, which is so important, right? Because you got to kill the Elizabeth pretty quick. Okay, so in this stage, Elizabeth is the main target to kill first. So just use both Hendrickson cards. We did get some good luck on the actual upgrades here. And then she does revive, so the first time you do kill her, she will revive. And then pretty much build ultimate as fast as you can. Don't really worry about the Meliodas counter at the start, because it's not going to do too much if he has full health. And then yeah, just pretty much ult any unit who you think is going to kill you, or any unit who's got an ultimate. Hendrickson is the one ult that you're like, oh, okay, let me just do some damage. The Dreyfus one, though, Dreyfus would probably kill most people. So if anything, rush Dreyfus ult and do as much damage as you can. You can obviously disable debuff skills, so it's pretty good against Barn. But yeah, Meteotis is one, he's got a counter, so if he does have counter, you got to be careful. Just skip a turn and pretty much ult him next turn. But yeah, that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. Obviously, super long to make. Not only did I actually have to finish this and do trial and error to try and see what is the minimum I could do for each stage. I also had to do it again because I had to record it. The first time, obviously, it would have taken ages if I was recording it my first time doing it. But now that I know I can do it, I just recorded it all in one day. Took a while to do, and not only that, I had to edit it all down as well. So I know I can see already it's around like 35 minutes. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully it did help you, and we will be back for season 2 when it does eventually come to the game. It shouldn't take that long for me to actually make the video when season 2 does come out, because well, I already have most of the characters leveled up, so I guess that's kind of good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and peace.